All right, guys, welcome back to 500 Nation War. Just giving you an overview of my alliance and what's going on with us right now. And I will say, you can see that my allies have been able to take over all the way to the ocean. And that's great. That's good news. The bad news is, though, we've been facing this behemoth over here of Romania. And Romania just has stacks and stacks of troops. He's a beast. He's friends with Podalia, and Bessarabia, and they've been working together. It turns out now we're starting to see that he's also allies with Northern Nigeria is sending in some troops to help him. Here's North Nigeria, and it also looks like there's some fighters coming in here to assist him from Yorkshire. So Romania is a beast by himself. So you can see there's a lot of activity down here. It's an interesting sort of mix here. We've got War Badger from East. I'm not even sure how it's pronounced. East Patolniak. Let me just see if I can grab him here. Where is War Badger? There's just so much stuff going on down here. Here we go. No. North Nigeria. Oh. That's... What? That is just... Okay. I don't know why it read as that. Because I was looking at the plane, maybe. This is East Sardaria, and I'm West Sardaria. So here's War Badger. You can see he sent a nice stack here, about 500 infantry, 30 tanks, 15 cannon and 14 tanks, and a 4, yeah. Okay, anyway, you can see what he's got. 4 heavy tanks. This is a good tank stack here. You can see I'm also coming in with my stack here, which is a decent little stack, 450, 23, 3 tanks. But all my fighters are here, and I'm sending them in here in sort of a bloom pattern, hoping to take out some of these fighters. For a minute, I had my bombers here, but here's the real issue here. First of all, Farden here, the guy who joined our alliance late, has not communicated with us and has not done anything. And he's been continuously encouraging us not to attack Romania. Like every conversation with him has been, oh, I've talked to him and please no, or whatever. And so it's really, as things are getting critical, it's becoming really obvious. He hasn't moved anything. He's just letting his troops build up, and he's not communicating with us. So unfortunately, it does look like we have a Judas, somebody here who's been working with the other side. And, I guess that's part of this game. It's not something that I could ever do myself. To me, this game is a lot more fun when you're playing with allies and you're working together. It's that sort of brotherhood that you're working together. Having me come and protect Farden, like I came early in the game and protected his border before Romania attacked down in here, and he was fighting somebody else. Somebody else was threatening him. So he's accepting my assistance, my aid, and then not returning that brotherhood. It's, it is what it is. So, but here's the real threat. This is the real danger that's going down. And so because I had so much material down there, my north was exposed, and I had sort of an uneasy truce with P&B here, peanut butter here. And, but you can see he's come in attacking me. And then here came Romania from the backfield, because he's got right away with P&D, with just a nightmare stack. So he just took this territory from me. You can see I'm in full retreat now, moving back to a point where I can regroup here. And that's where my bombers went. I've got 17 bombers. I think I've got another bomber or 2 in production, but a lot of my production right now is going towards fighters. I'm just trying to do my part down here. So things are looking pretty grim, honestly. Farden is doing nothing. You can see here on the northern front, he could make a big difference. He's got a pretty significant Air Force here, a decent little Air Force, but he's got a nice stack here that could be working defensively with me to protect what should be, our empire's common border here. If we're really allies, and then you can see up above here we have Semipetalinsk or whatever. He's really stretched thin, but he's been trying to fight this battle over here. And then, of course, Toy Soldier has been at war. North Serbia has been at war with Romania for a while. So there's three of us who are actively resisting, and then there's Farden, who's just sitting here, just literally doing nothing. He's not mustering his troops from the backfield towards the front. He's got all these troops here that are just sitting on the seashore. And then even worse, he's got a significant amount of troopage down here, probably about 400 and a good 40 artillery that are just, again, doing nothing. 400 or 500 infantry and probably a good 40 or 50 artillery that could really be, really, really helpful. We could use them. So, we'll see what happens. I've got my stack here. My fighters are moving in. I'm hoping to eliminate the fighters over here. If possible, I'm trying to use my bloom technique of just sending them in little groups of one, and we'll just see what happens. I don't know. I'll come back. I'm not going to post this right away once again, because I do worry that potentially players in this game could watch this video and get some info. So I'm waiting a week to post stuff so that the intel will be old by the time it's on. But a lot of interesting stuff going on. Last thing I wanted to show you is, look at this. Our allies from the east are mustering. So if we just grab one of these guys and follow his path, I believe you can see it's not highlighted, but you can see we are mustering. War Badger is mustering up this direction, which means I think he understands that he needs to join me up here to defend our northwestern frontier. But anyway, what I was trying to say is that our eastern allies are finally they're done with their war in the east here, and they can stop this war in the south. Like, they don't need to go any further for now. So the word has been sent out. Now, the problem is it's going to take them, a week to get over here, if not more, depending on what kind of railways they have. So the real game now is, can we survive? Can J-Rock here, Lorelei, and I, and Semipodlisk, Pidzets, Pidsets, can we survive until our eastern allies come to reinforce us? So it's going to be a really interesting thing. About the only thing that Farden is doing is just occupying space, So at least I don't have to guard these borders yet. I mean, he hasn't openly attacked us yet, but really standing by and doing nothing. I will show you a quick little communication I had with him. Just really kind of like, dude, what's up, And so I'm just, are you willing to go to war with Romania? If not, I need to move my troops to other fronts. And that was me initially just saying, hey. And then I'm like, now, where are your troops? We need you, And then I also called him out on the group chat here from our alliance, just basically once again saying, Farden, please move your troops to the border. This game is about perceived threat, and you pose no threat. If we fall back, it's your land that we'll take. And then I was like, Romania does not fear you, and that is troublesome. And that's exactly right. Like, if he was stacking his border with big, dangerous stacks, Romania would not be able to commit fully down here, which is really, anybody who's got a brain cell, two brain cells to rub together, can realize he's almost certainly working with Romania as a Judas. So anyway, it is part of the game, so we got to live with it. What's most likely going to happen, especially with the arrival of Kent Yorkshire and northern Nigeria, is we will probably fall back to a position inside of Lorelei. This is a good level 5 fort here we might fall back to, and really just see what happens with Farden. Once we're fallen back to a defensible position, our allies from the east come in. It's going to be a different story. I mean, will Farden turn coat? Will Romania attack him? That seems pretty likely. If Romania can devour him, and he can see that we're pulling back, Not no longer, I guarded his border with 2 big stacks for a long, long time here. So we'll see what happens. Interesting stuff going on. I'll keep you posted. I'm really concerned about the Northwest now. I may have to pull back significantly more than I am now. I mean, that's just a dangerous stack here. And look, that's not even the P&B troops. There's a bunch of P&B troops as well that I saw while I was up here. So nasty stuff. We'll see what happens. All right. Thanks for checking in, guys. I'll see y'all next time. Adios.